This is embarrassing. It's been a whole year since I last published anything on the blog, and I really must give you an update as to what's been happening over the last year. It has been rather slow progress compared with what I was doing before. We're not in lockdown anymore, mercifully, and I've had lots of other things to do with the family, with my model railway club, with my church, and I'm sorry to say I've had a few health problems as well. All of that has delayed things, but I have been doing things on the layout, not least acquiring new bits and pieces, and I'm going to fill you in with some of that just now. Well, it's all a bit of a disappointment, really. These point motors, which I installed, in the case of one of them twice because I realised I needed to put it somewhere else, have simply not worked properly. One of them will only go one way and not back again, and the ones at the other end are not much better. I suppose the moral of this story is when you buy things second hand, make sure you test them thoroughly before you deploy them. Well, until I've got these working, I can't really build the mountain that's going to go above them. And so that's a bit of a hold-up on there. But I haven't been doing nothing while I've been trying to sort these things out. I have been acquiring a few more bits and pieces to build up the detail on the station board, the one that's going to be an exhibition part of the layout that's portable and will go out and be shown to people. So this is really coming along quite nicely. And if someone were to book me for an exhibition next week, well, I might not be able to do it next week, but next month I might be able to pull out all the stops and get everything complete. While I've been buying things, some of them have been installed and some of them haven't. On holiday I bought some people, lots of people, because not only did I get these people with their roll-along luggage, which you really need to have for a modern layout, but also an advent calendar in which there were figures behind each door. And we have a small band with instruments, several photographers with their cameras, some animals, some of which will be more useful than others, some sitting passengers, and just some general hangers-on. So I am really looking forward to getting those installed mostly on this part of the layout, I think. Some of them will go on stations yet to be built. Also, I was given some money for my Christmas present from one of my grown-up children and was able to buy some details with that from a metal shop in Switzerland, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. One noticeable thing about the Ratisha barn is these very distinctive station lights mounted on the electrification gantries at each station, and I wondered how on earth I was going to build these. Then I saw an article in Continental Modeller mentioning a Swiss model railway shop which sold this type of lighting, and I thought that is the answer. I looked at the website and needed to spend €100 before they would export to the UK, but with the amount of detail I needed, which they happened to sell, it wasn't difficult to reach that. And one of my sons gave me some money for Christmas, and I totted up what I could afford to buy with it and bought lots of detail. And it's not just those lights, but a lot more too. Significantly, they also sold this bus stop sign kit, another thing which had been puzzling me and leading to a lot of head scratching. These bus stop signs are very distinctive in Switzerland, and to give an authentic look I really needed to get some of these. These I not only have now acquired, but I've also assembled the two that need to go onto the portable part of the layout, Innsdorf, and they are in place. And finally for now, the continuing task of populating the train carriages continues. I do that from time to time when I feel like doing something a bit different.